So this video is going to discuss my homeschooling plan while we're traveling through Latin America for a few years. So I have 3 boys who are going to be 9, 5, and 3 when we start this adventure. To be frank, my homeschooling plan is pretty darn simple. I just purchased a bunch of workbooks, kindergarten as well as 4th grade workbooks for the 2 older boys, and we're just going to spend an hour in the morning doing it, and probably an hour in the evening as well. We're going to really focus purely on, at least for the 4th grader, it's really just going to be focusing on the core subjects of reading, writing, math, and that's basically it. With the kindergartner, it's going to be, learning to read, learning how to write, some sight words, and some basic arithmetic. I'll probably supplement with things like Khan Academy. I'm also going to supplement with finding local tutors or schools. I mean, one of the things that I really want my children to take away from this experience is fluency in Spanish. I think that's a really good life skill that will just kind of help them throughout their whole lives. So, to do that, we're going to just do some practice at home. I bought some Spanish workbooks. We'll do some Duolingo. At least for me, I find Duolingo less helpful for the little ones. But in any case, I also do want to get some tutors to come and just kind of work with them, maybe an hour a day or a couple of hours a week or something of that nature. But mostly, I really want to find some kids, who only speak Spanish that they can play with. And I think that's one of the best ways that they'll pick it up. And that's really it. I mean, we'll of course be spending a substantial amount of time going to museums and exploring rainforests and national parks and, going to the farmer's market and just kind of immersing ourselves in the culture. It helps that we are not in a rush with this trip. We're traveling slowly. We're going to be staying in Airbnbs for typically a month at a time, but probably, sometimes as short as 2 weeks in any particular location, maybe even longer if we find a place that we particularly love. So it kind of helps us, kind of take our time with this a little bit slower, a little bit more immersion into local culture, which I think is good. So that's basically my homeschool plan. There isn't much to it. Oh, also I'm bringing too many books. I'm bringing a lot of physical books. I know bringing, just like a Kindle and getting some downloadable books is better in terms of space. But I personally really just like having a physical book where I turn the page and I can sit with my children and read with them. I also think, there's something fun about it, something nice about it. So we're going to have a couple of totes, maybe even as much as 3 totes full of books. And maybe we can trade them out with other parents that we meet along the way. But that's basically the plan.